Hey everybody! So I wanted to talk about nuts a little bit with you today. We're going to talk about nuts and nut butters later, but nuts and seeds today. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. I'm sure you've heard that nuts are fantastic to incorporate in your diet. I know I've said it, but I also know it was on the national news this week as one component in a healthy diet, and here's why. Nuts and seeds fall under that big, beautiful umbrella of whole foods and what whole foods have to offer the human body. Whole foods, food in their whole form, that means you can walk up to the plant, pick it off the plant that produces these nuts and seeds and look at it and you see the almond, you see the cashew, or you see the pecan. It might be in a shell or a hull, and we might roast it a little bit, but it's a whole food. The beauty is all there in that lovely package. So what is that beauty, right? So you get so many different nutrients. You get vitamins and minerals for sure. You also get protein, which we've talked about, spacing protein out over the course of the day. Nuts are a good source of that. And also healthy fats, heart healthy fats. The common thread in all nuts and seeds is your monounsaturated fat, or MUFAs as we call them. Now, that's the same type of fat that's in olive oil. So I want to make that connection there. Olive oil, nuts and seeds, same kind of fat that has heart health benefits. There's also fiber in nuts. And again, the magic beauty of whole food is the fact that there's disease-fighting compounds in them. The phytochemicals. It only prevents disease and promotes health in your body. All in those little magic little nuts. I mean, seriously. Jack and the Beanstalk, forget the beans. It's the magic nuts. No, beans are good too. That's another video. Okay, so, but here's the thing, is you can have any kind of nuts you like. All of them are great, nuts and seeds. All of them are great under the sun. It doesn't matter, unless you're allergic, of course, obviously. But what happens is we're often marketed a certain type of nut, or research might be looking at one thing, and you might say, here, this nut has the most X nutrient than any other nut. And then you'll see that people will gravitate to that nut and only want that one. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way. A variety is good. Here's a great example I'm sure you guys all know about. Walnuts. Walnuts have that monounsaturated fat, like all nuts do, that's very heart health promoting, absolutely. But what makes walnuts unique is that walnuts also have another type of fat that's also heart healthy, just in a different way. It has a family member in the omega-3 family that's similar to flaxseed and so on. So that makes walnuts unique, but if you don't like walnuts, it's okay. You can still benefit from eating any kind of nut you like. So if you only like peanuts, by golly, go get yourself some peanuts. Now, I do recommend going the bulk section route because you're going to save some money on packaging and whatnot, but what I highly recommend wherever you shop for your nuts is really try to go for those unsalted. Every single nut has a different flavor profile. They're absolutely delicious and satisfying. But if you don't like nuts without salt and you only like them with salt, you might want to consider getting a batch of salted nuts and then unsalted and mix them together. It lessens the sodium, and then over time keep doing that until you're adding less and less of the salted nuts, because they really salt those nuts quite a bit. So that's a really high amount of sodium in the diet, and your taste buds will adapt to less and less salt. You will acclimate to it. So I will come back to you on nut butters and seed butters, because that grocery aisle can be just as confusing. But until then, incorporate these nuts. You know, nuts are like the easiest whole food that's shelf stable that you can grab and go and take with you for snacks, or have in your yogurt in the morning, or in your cereal or whatnot. So go get nutty out there.